48 minutes from start to finish. That's not bad for an oil change, especially given that you have to take all those pieces off. So I'm happy with that. Managed to do it right here in the back corner by the woods in an auto zone, and then I could dump the oil right inside, so it all worked out perfectly. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to day 4. We are in my old neighborhood here in West Newton, Massachusetts, and what I wanted to do is ride by the little janky house that I used to rent an apartment out of just up here, bringing me back. Yep, here it is, my little street. Oh man. That was it right there. So that little barn looking house was where I used to live. Rented the first floor of this house. Oh man, good stuff. God, mowing that lawn brings me back. At any rate, so we had quite the eventful day yesterday. We rode an iron butt ride, over 1,000 miles on the day. Got to our hotel at 2:10 in the morning, and so obviously slept in a little this morning, and then had to do the oil change. So we didn't actually leave until, I don't know, 9 o'clock or something. But the good news is we've got a shorter day today. We've only got 500 miles, and I've already done 50. So we're still gonna get in late, but I'm staying with family tonight, which is really nice. I don't have to worry about getting a hotel room or making a hotel room. I'm gonna stay with family, have a nice home-cooked meal. I'm pretty stoked about that. Man, I just had an egg and cheese bagel from Brugger's. God, I miss that place. We don't really have them in anywhere near where I live out in Flagstaff. A note regarding the oil change, I was way overdue. So I went 4,400. I was at 4,400 on the odometer. And so, you know, the first one was at 600. The second one is supposed to be at like 3,000, maybe 3,600. And I was at 4,400. So I was over 1,000 miles over, which was not ideal, but it is just how it shook out. And the oil was definitely nasty. So I'm glad I changed it with nice clean oil. Woohoo! Great success. All right, well, we are gonna hit some traffic here. It looks like we've got a little bit of a slowdown on 95. Not unexpected. Having lived here, 95 is always slow in places, especially this time of day, and also especially when you have the World Cup coming to Boston. So I just want to get out of this city as fast as freaking possible. Oh, there's the Charles River. How about that? That's pretty cool. Man, I'm having flashbacks to when I ran the Boston Marathon now. It was cool living over here. I enjoyed it. Lots to do. Good part of Boston. Oh, look at this. What a score. Service Plaza right on the highway. I can bop in, get gas really quick, and bop right back out. Massachusetts is secure. I'm gonna just blow right through New Hampshire on the way up and just aim for Maine, and then we'll get New Hampshire on the way back because we got to come back through it anyway. I think the worst type of like iron butt challenge would be to ride the length of I-95. It would be so miserable because it's just always traffic and big cities and tolls, and it's terrible. It is truly terrible. So this road we're on right now, heading north into New Hampshire, was my weekly commute when I was working up in Vermont. I would go up on Tuesday mornings and come back Thursday nights and work Mondays and Fridays from my place in Boston, and then 3 days up in Vermont. I had a small studio apartment that I would stay at up in Vermont for those 3 days when I was up there. So something that just occurred to me is we've got 36 miles until we get to the town in Maine where we'll turn and start heading back west. So this is the last 36 miles where we are heading eastward. In less than an hour, we make a turn and start trending west across the United States. And there we have it. Coastal Maine. We're looking at the Atlantic Ocean. That is truly special, given where we were just 2 days ago. All right, we do have a gas station. It is official. And we even have a Circle K. Oh my goodness. That's the gas station by my house. Crazy, I'm telling you. Wow, and that's it for Maine. I don't know what I'm feeling right now as we leave Kittery and head back into New Hampshire. I guess there's a part of me that's relieved, but there's also a part of me that's kind of sad because I felt like this was a very big destination, making it to this very northeastern corner. And that chapter is now done. Now we start heading west. Whew, it is windy up on this bridge. Yikes. Well, I did fail to see one complication in my plan. So I'm riding across one of the most beautiful parts of New England right now, New Hampshire and Vermont. And it's Friday, but it's a holiday. So there's a lot of people driving or riding up into the mountains for the long weekend. I mean, I'm moving, but there's just a huge line of vehicles in front of me. So if you were to ask me to pick one state out of the 50 that is hands down my all-time favorite, it would be the state that we are just about to enter, Vermont. Now, I say this as someone that lived in Vermont for 4 years. It was a wonderful place to live, and I really fell in love with it. And as much as I adore where I live now in Flagstaff, and it's a beautiful place and big mountains and high elevation and all that good stuff, if I won the lottery tomorrow and could go and retire anywhere, it would be back to Vermont. It truly is a magical place. Maple syrup and mountain twisties, baby. My favorite state. God, I love it here. I really would move back here in an instant. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. We're rolling down I-90, maximum cruise control, just banging out some good old-fashioned miles here, and things are looking good. We've got about 100 miles to go. We'll get in around 10 after 8 or so, which is definitely later than I was hoping to get in to see my family, but Oh, just all those slowdowns this morning, all the slow mountain roads and the traffic in Boston and the traffic in New Hampshire. I lost easily an hour to traffic, plus I slept in really late because last night, you know, I'm digging a hole here. I'm trying to catch back up. Yeah, last night killed me, you know, getting in so late, and then I had to sleep in, and then I had to do the oil change as well. So if I didn't have to do the oil change and I would have left at a normal time, I'd already be in Rochester hours ago. Alrighty, friends. Well, we just got off the highway and we're entering the town of Webster, New York, my hometown. It's like coming home for real this time. So many memories. 17 years of memories, in fact, playing around in these woods. Good stuff. So, yeah, this is where I grew up, and happy to be back for the night to unwind and decompress, hopefully get some food. And I'm gonna stop real quickly at the gas station, fuel up, so that I don't have to do that in the morning, but then we're 10 minutes from ending our day. Yeah, you know, it's funny, the mileage was super low today, only 525, but man, it felt a lot longer. All those mountain roads just really drag on. I mean, they're beautiful and they're fun, but not when you're trying to bang out big miles. They're just frustrating and really time consuming. That's okay, we got through it all, and it was nice. We got to end the day on that nice long stretch on I-90 and bang out 200 easy miles. All good. But I'm gonna sign off here and pull into the gas station and fuel up.
And there you have it, day 4. Rather uneventful when you compare it to day 3. We got our oil change without any hiccups in the morning. We made our way around the Boston urban area. Even got to visit one of my old places there in Auburndale. Rode along the Charles River. Got through the traffic. Made it all the way up to Kittery, Maine, which was pretty cool. That was a big milestone for this ride, getting to that far northeastern corner. Before, of course, turning and starting our way back westward. Now, that stretch along southern New Hampshire and Vermont, sort of through the Brattleboro, Bennington area, I was really excited for, thinking that I'd be on these very lonely, winding green country roads. And what I didn't realize was that it was the holiday weekend, and so I just got stuck in long lines of very slow traffic. So that kind of bummed me out, as I was really looking forward to that section of the ride. But once we made it out past Albany onto I-90, it was just wide open, smooth sailing all the way to the Rochester area. Now, spoiler for day 5 tomorrow, as you'll see, we have to start the day off with another little crisis that we have to overcome. But then we make our way down along the Great Lakes, along I-90, past Cleveland, and over to the Chicago area. But I don't want to spoil too much. Stay tuned for part 5 and for the rest of the series. Thank you so much for following along. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
Well, that would explain why I'm losing air in the tire. We've got ourselves a nail. Looks like I've got to do a plug today. Fun stuff. Let's get out the kit.